Otherwise, sometimes you're given a little bit more freedom. You get to put in your own steps however you want to. And you'll see on number 5 here, I'm given that M is the midpoint of AB, and then I want to prove that AM is equal to 1/2 of AB. So I just have to figure out how to get to that endpoint, right? So I know, again, first line is always your given. M is the midpoint of AB. I'd have another line over here just to say that that was given. That's how I know that. Otherwise, midpoint means that these two segments are congruent. So that's the next thing I'd probably write. AM equals MB. So 2, that's just my definition of midpoint. So then I got to figure out what to do from there, right? The other things that I would be allowed to do, right, looking at that diagram, since this is a line with segments in it, I can probably add segments together. So that would just be my next guess. So 3, I'm going to take AM and I'm going to add MB, and that's going to give me AB. Because again, at the end of the day, I need AB in my proof. So I had to get it somehow. Might as well add two pieces together. So again, that's a segment addition. Then from there, it seems like logically I should say, well, I got an MB here, an MB here. I need AM by itself, but I also have this half. All I'm going to do is substitute. So for AM plus another AM equals AB. So again, that's a substitution. Now I actually have 5, 2 AM, and maybe I could have done that in one step, going from 3 to 5, because technically I don't really have to write that separately all the time, equals AB. So 5. All I did was um, combine like terms there. So I think technically I could have done that right away, but maybe I just say addition here since I added two terms together to get that. And then 6, I just divide because I wanted AM to be alone on one side and I wanted a 1/2 over here. And that's what's going to happen when I divide by 2. So just try and figure out a way to get to the answer that you're supposed to get to that thing you're supposed to prove. So I see a similar problem for number 6. It's just angles instead of segments. So I really should have a lot of the same steps. I'm just going to do an angle addition, not a segment addition, before I do my substitution that could be condensed right away and then divide to get 1/2. But really, it should be the same thing. So I have a bisector. Definition of the bisector is these two angles are congruent. Then angle 1 plus angle 2 gives you ABC, right? You can always throw in labels anywhere you want. You don't have to call it ABX and XBC if you don't want to. And then I guess technically it wants ABX here, but we could just rename it as 1, and that's all good. But same problem, just looks slightly different. I think you can figure that out for yourself.